Another guide video. Welcome everyone, my name is Lamses and today I will be talking about personal rating. What is it, why you may need it, and what to do to improve it. At the end of the video you will get bonus advice and I will point you out to the next guide I'm working on. So buckle up and let's go. What is personal rating? It's not even in the game, so let me explain. As almost every PvP game on the market, World of Warships has its competitive side as well, where clans compete in clan wars or outside of the game in Kings of the Sea or other tournaments. To compete, these clans need good players, and to have these good players, they need a statistic that measure up their skill level. And for better or worse, we got flawed but still somewhat accurate personal rating. It's calculated for every single random battle and ranked battle. I'm not sure about clan battles and co-ops and other stuff. This is the equation the personal rating is calculated from, where NDMG is normalized damage compared to ship's average, and frags is normalized kills number compared to ship's average, and NWR, it's normalized win rate compared to ship average. It's very hard to explain normalization because it's arbitrary and complicated, so I won't even try. But all this means that if you do no damage, no frags, and you will lose battle, your personal rating will be 0. And if your performance, damage-wise, kill-wise, and win rate-wise, will be completely average, your personal rating will be 1150. To calculate your overall personal rating, your personal rating from each single battle is summarized and then divided by number of random battles. And most statistic sites have this color scheme for determining your personal rating. You don't have to learn this equation or any specifics. The 3 things I want you to remember about personal rating are: number 1, it compares your performance on any given ship to server's average. Number 2, it's composite of 3 statistics: damage, frags, and win rate. So it's a good indicator of your overall skill, but it's still flawed. And the third most important thing is, if you don't intend to be part of competitive scene in World of Warships, you don't give a rat's ass about personal rating. So why you even need to know your personal rating? I found only 3 reasons you need to know and improve your personal rating, and these are: it's a PvP game and a lot of people uses outside sites to check your stats and then call your names, noobs, tomato, potato, and whatever. So if you want to avoid it, just increase your personal rating above 1150, so above average. Number 2, if you want to join the better clan, they have some requirements regarding your personal rating, and it's good to have it as high as possible. And number 3, if you want to achieve something on competitive scene in World of Warships, well, then you need personal rating at a level at least 1800. And now the last part of this video: tips and tricks how to improve your personal rating. Advice number 1 is simple: become a better player. Practice your aim, your situation awareness, and your survivability. Expand your knowledge about the game. I always recommend watching my guide videos, but honestly, you can watch any other content creator. Every information is valuable and overall improves you as a player. Advice number 2, focus on damage and kills. Kill secures, because XP you getting, capping points, potential damage you get, and AA damage, shot down planes, they doesn't matter in the statistics, so you can discard them. And win rate is such a low percentage of overall personal rating score, you can ignore it. There is always an option to start over by creating new account or resetting your existing one. But like in the case of win rate, I don't recommend it. It's only for people who didn't invest a lot of time and money and they are really pushed to become unicorns for whatever cost. Next advice, unlike in case of improving your win rate, is to play solo, because your division mates will probably stay close to you and they will steal part of your damage and kills, so they will reduce your personal rating. In addition, 3-man divisions tend to have a lot of blowouts because you have more impact on the actual battle result, and in blowouts, one way or the other, there is less time and opportunity to ramp up your damage and kills. Next advice is to select the right ship. Go to Tomato GG site and rate your ships by personal rating from the lowest to the highest, and then look at damage per game statistics and choose the ones with both personal rating and damage as low as possible, and then play this ship. For example, Minsk in this situation. This ship, if you can perform better than 22k damage per game, you will get higher personal rating than this. 774, it's lower than average, so it's easy to have good results in this ship and ships like this. The next way to improve your personal rating is playing cruisers and submarines. Yes, I never recommend to play submarines, but in this case, just to improve your one statistics only, it's a good idea to play submarines and cruisers. And I recommend especially tiers 6 to 8, because player base on both of these classes is very bad in general. For example, submarines rarely average more than 20k damage per game, depends on the submarine, and cruisers are around 40-50k. So if you are able to make 60, 70, maybe 80k damage on average in cruisers, low tier cruisers, your personal rating will skyrocket. And now, besides the things you should do, there's a list of things you should avoid if you want your personal rating to improve. Number 1, avoid playing tier 1 to 4, because these tiers are full of seal clubbers, and seal clubbers are experienced players who exploit the system and matchmaker. Simply put, average personal rating and damage per game on these tier ships is so high that you probably will lose your personal rating instead of increasing it. Avoid to play newly released or early access or dockyard special event ships, because in most of the cases, at the first 3-4 months after release or coming to the game, they are played only by most experienced players and community contributors, and these are very experienced and good players, so the averages on those ships are very high and it will be hard for you to improve your personal rating. Avoid playing DDs and battleships for different reasons. Battleships, you avoid battleships with bad dispersion and sigma, because RNG has a big part in damage output on this class, and in case of DDs you avoid torpedo boats, because torpedoes are always RNG, and one game you hit torpedoes for 200,000 and the other game you hit nothing. So gunboats are okay, but torpedo boats you should avoid. The last class to talk about is CVs, and I've got mixed feelings because I never recommend to play CVs, but there are some CVs low tiers, especially with low personal rating and low average damage, so well, maybe they are an option. I don't recommend it, but yeah, there you go. And last but not least, avoid playing in divisions. I told it before, but 3-man divisions tend to have a big impact on the game, and the most of games with 3-man divisions are blowouts. And in addition, your division mates will steal your kills and damage, so your impact will be smaller and PR will drop. Now this video is longer than I expected, but my bonus advice from the heart to you, especially if you don't plan to play competitive World of Warships, is ignore personal rating. Focus on your aiming and becoming a better player, or on the situation awareness. That's the next guide video I'm making and will be available in few days. Because if you get better in this game, your statistics, including personal rating, will increase anyway. So if you watched this video in full, thank you very much, it's plenty. If you want to do something more for me, There is always option to press the like button, leave the comment down below, or subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and of course, see you in the next one.